located the stocks of ammo and mortar shells being used for training in Montauk. Destroying the stocks will bring training in the province to a halt.
Alright, time to create some chaos and draw out the local Bouchon. These random missions might seem like routine disruptions, but Bowman's got a broader strategy at play. By hitting these training camps and crippling their stockpiles, we're forcing the cartel's hand. They'll send out their key players to tighten the screws and regain control. It's a game of cat and mouse, and I'm here to be the unpredictable wildcard.
Got eyes on a mounted weapon. Got eyes on an air defense system. Great mortars.
The P416 and UMP-45 should serve me well in this situation. Precision and close quarters firepower are the names of the game. Let's see if we can rattle some cages and force the Bouchon into the open. Always feels good to be a step ahead in this deadly dance.
I got a third. I got eyes on a generator.
The drone's a handy tool, giving me the lay of the land and helping me identify those weapon caches. The patrols are scattered, and that bunker tucked into the mountain raises an eyebrow. Gotta be cautious. Could be more surprises waiting in the shadows.
That makes 5. I got eyes on a sniper. Marking an enemy.
Stairs leading underground. That's always a wild card. Might find some juicy intel or run into more trouble. I'll circle around, take the high ground, and assess the situation from there. Time to put these cartel plans through the ringer and see what shakes loose. Silencing that alarm was a smart move. No need to invite the whole camp to the party. Taking out the mortar guard was necessary. Don't want any surprise shelling ruining my day. Now, heading into the camp. Gotta stay low and avoid that generator unless absolutely necessary. The shadows are my allies, and the suppressed 5-7 is my whisper in the dark. These tactics feel familiar, reminiscent of those tight night city alleys. The stakes are different, but the dance, the rhythm, that's something I've honed on the streets. Time to waltz through this camp and turn the cartel's little operation in chaos.
Got a tango.
Approaching from the mountain's edge gives me a tactical advantage. I've got the high ground, can spot targets below and decide the pace of engagement. It's like navigating the rooftops in Night City, but the stakes are higher, and the air is thicker with the scent of the mountains. It's moving through the camp. I keep an eye out for the caches. Those need to go up in smoke. A couple of sicarios in the training area downrange. Easy pickings for a well-placed shot. The UMP-45's compact design lets me sweep through tighter spots as I make my way to the first cache. Geotagging supplies along the way. Rebels will appreciate the support. It's a symbiotic relationship. I help them, they help me. Just like working with fixers in Night City. A different city, different rules, but the game is fundamentally the same. The storm is a blessing, both in terms of cover and atmosphere. The rain muffles my movements, and the occasional thunderclaps cover any sound of suppressed gunfire. It's like dancing through the shadows in Night City, using the elements to my advantage. The 5.7 feels light in my hands, and its quiet pops are swallowed by the storm. I'm in my element, weaving through the base like a ghost. The guard tower provides a vantage point, and with night vision and thermal optics, I can see through the darkness. It's a familiar dance infiltrating a guarded space, unseen and unheard. The thrill is undeniable, reminiscent of those high-stakes gigs in the heart of Night City. Here, though, the stakes are higher, the consequences more immediate. As I continue my silent dance through the base, I know each step brings me closer to the heart of the cartel's operation. The caches will burn, the storm will mask my actions, and the rebellion will benefit. Operation Kingslayer moves forward in the shadows and echoes of the storm. The web of intrigue in Bolivia seems to be expanding, much like the tangled mess of alleys and corporate interest in Night City. Cole Walker's presence and his claims about Bowman raise questions that demand answers. The Skell employee extraction, the hidden agendas. It's all become a puzzle, and I'm right in the middle of it.
He makes fire.
In Night City, it was always about knowing who you could trust, and the streets taught me that trust was a commodity in short supply. The same principle seems to apply here in the remote mountains of Bolivia. I'll need to navigate these murky waters carefully, just like the alleys of Night City. The answers lie somewhere in the shadows, and I aim to find them.
Got the C4 primed.
The pistol feels like an extension of my hand as I dispatch the lone Sicario guarding the bunker entrance. He crumples silently. With the charges in place and the storm providing cover, I make my way towards the bunker area. It's a calculated risk, but the curiosity gets the better of me. The echoes of Night City's intrigue whisper in my ears, reminding me that the unknown often hides valuable secrets.
The demo's primed.
The narrow corridors and low ceilings evoke memories of Night City's cramped alleyways. This is a different battleground, but the thrill of exploration of uncovering
Got
hidden
the C4
truths
primed.
is a familiar one. I proceed cautiously, my senses alert to any signs of danger. What secrets lie in the heart of this cartel bunker? I'm about to find out, and the anticipation is both exhilarating and nerve-wracking. This mission, like many others, unfolds as a complex dance in the shadows, leaving echoes of my presence.
There's cartel commendation here.
Curiosity can be a double-edged sword, and for a moment I felt the sting of overreaching. These aren't Night City's alleys, and the
Demo's
cartel's
primed.
camp unforgiving. The ease with which I've moved through the shadows might have given rise to a momentary lapse in caution. I remind myself that every move must be calculated, every step deliberate. The intel is vital, but it's not worth jeopardizing the overall mission. I make a mental note to stay vigilant, to blend into the shadows like a phantom navigating Night City's darkest corners. This dance requires finesse and subtlety.
Got eyes on a mounted weapon.
Night City taught me that chaos is a ladder, and in the chaos I've sown, I find my escape. The sound of my suppressed pistol cutting through the rain and darkness left the sicarios in confusion, an advantage in the pandemonium I've unleashed. As the Sicario approaches, suspicion lingering in the air like the storm outside, I retreat into the shadows. The familiar thrill of evading discovery, honed in Night City's maze of neon-lit streets, rushes through me. In these situations, instincts learned in the urban jungle prove invaluable. As I melt into the shadows, their frantic radio chatter becomes the soundtrack of my departure, the explosive symphony that follows.
¡Mierda, es el enemigo! ¡Cúbranse! ¿Qué chingados esperas? ¡A partir de la madre con todo! ¡Vamos!
Crate destroyed. That's an ammo crate down. Weapons crate destroyed. That's one crate down. That's the last of the crates. Objective's clear.
You think it'll do? Shit, the way I see it, the less these assholes have to shoot at me with, the better. Got that right.
As the charges I strategically place detonate, serves as both distraction and finale. It's a familiar script, one I've written in the streets of Night City many times before. Moving with purpose through the chaos, I exploit the confusion to vanish from their eyes. In the end, the camp is left in disarray, and my disappearance becomes just another enigma in the rain-soaked night. It's a dance of shadows,
primed
a
in
dance
place.
I've choreographed in the alleys of Night City. Another mission complete, but the game is far from over. It's about time I meet with Cole Walker and ascertain the truth about Bowman.